Hello, it's Angela here from Stamping Beauty in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for coming along. Nice to have you here. Tuesday again, rocks around pretty quickly. This is the mini catalogue, which will start from tomorrow, so that's exciting. We've been able to pre-order, but as from tomorrow we can show you what's inside and order from what's inside, so that's exciting. So pop that out of the way. I think I'll get up early in the morning. Today, the Global Ink Collective that I belong to, we did a hop and showcased a little snippet of our tutorial for this month, which is the Charming Day bundle. I love it. I think it's fabulous. It's got it's just I just can use it over and over, so which I always think is a good thing if you get lots of use out of it. So I'm just trying to find if I've come up yet here so I can watch out for comments. Oh, yes, good to go. That's good. Must be a bit quicker today. So I'm going to use this today just to showcase it a little bit more, because I always think it's good if you can get a set and use it as much as possible. So I've just got a bit of a sore throat tonight, so I'm having a wee lemon drink. Right, so this is the card I'm going to make, and I've got a little bit of DSP in the back. Sometimes I forget to bring DSPs from other sweets in, and I thought that just looked pretty and tied in with that, so that's what I'm going to start to make. So I've got a basic white card base, which I've used the thick. I like to use the thick for that, and that's just ordinary, and it's just, that is 10 centimeters, so it's half a centimeter narrower, just gives you that nice little border. I'm just going to bring in my machine, and I'm using the Damask designs because I just love that. I'll just pop that in. You could make it if you wanted it to make it symmetrical, but I don't think it matters too much. It probably, I only find it, I notice things if it's crooked. Put those around the wrong way. That was a bit bendy. So I'll just run that through. Probably need to get another embossing folder, just because the mini corrugated, that's on the last chance list, so if you want that one, good time to get it. But this one, I love it. I thought it was a little bit busy to start with. I think I've said that before, but I love it. So I'm just going to, I'll put that back in. That is on dimensionals, just give it a little bit of a lift. So I'll just those on the back. So I hope everyone's had a good day. And who has this set? Do you have this set? And the tutorials, they're so good because there are 12 different, and they're so different, which is good. So you get plenty of ideas on how to use it. Sadly, that gold thread was on the last chance, and it's gone now, so I'm using the last of it, but I've ordered some gold ribbon, and I'm hoping I'll be able to sort of you know how I like to chop it up the middle, so hopefully by doing that I'll be able to get something similar. So then I've got this strip of DSP, and I'm just going to glue that on. All the dimensions are in my newsletter. I've got a little tutorial in there. Pop that on there. It was a funny old day today. We had hail in the middle of the day, but it didn't last long, which was good. Hopefully that is straight. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to start doing this here. So I've just got some basic white. Quite often I use thick, but I didn't this time, but I'm just going to memento this, because this is done with the blends. So it's opposites attract with blends and alcohol markers. So it's just a beautiful, isn't it a lovely, easy image. And then I like to die cut that now, because I don't want to go to all the trouble of colouring it in and die cut it and not be happy with the die cut. So at least I haven't got as much to lose. I'm a bit lazy here, I don't bother taping it. Just, fingers crossed, run that through. And actually, so that did work out all right. It's nice and even around the edge. And then I want some of these die cuts, and this is what I particularly like about these sorts of sets, when they have these lovely extra pieces that you can use to layer up behind. And then this one here, so just pop those on some basic white. I used to do a lot of those on vellum, but the white looks good too. So run those through, and I just might go back again. And pop those out. And then just poke with them. Take your pick tool. Actually, it's probably better if you start there, and if I pull down that way, that's a better way of pulling them out. It's going in the right direction. So I might colour this, and I've got an extra one here. I just got 2 of those. I did some really simple colouring on this, because sometimes I think people get put off colouring if they have to do think too much about it. Oh, hi Beck, thanks for coming along. Nice to have you here. Not long till I'll be seeing you. So that's exciting. Starting to count down. So I've got, that's dark soft sea foam, and I'm going to put that with light granny apple green, I think. So we'll give that. When I was doing it, I sort of was playing around, so I can't exactly remember what I used. I think this is what I did. So I just filled that in totally. And you can, of course, go to all the shading, and I do that sometimes, but other times it's just nice just to colour in, just to get the colour down. Yep, so I think that's pretty good. So you can go either way. It doesn't really matter. So I think I'll just, it is best if you really want it to blend well, is to do them each while they're still, the alcohol isn't dry, but I'm not too worried. I don't mind if it's giving a bit of a, as if, you can see where one colour is and the other. And this, yeah, it's just easy, and I find it quite therapeutic. And also, if you go around the edges like this, it gives you a bit of a buffer for when you are colouring in the other parts, and you don't have to worry about the edges so much. I always seem to miss a leaf as well, or something, but hopefully I'll get them all this time. And I think that's all. And then I've been on the countdown for a while, really looking forward to seeing everyone. 66 days. I know. I think it's 9 weeks on Saturday till I leave, so I'm looking forward to that too. Actually, there's a few things I need to get sorted. I should get on to that. You always think, oh, you've got plenty of time to do things, and then suddenly it's here and you think, why didn't I think to do that earlier? But it'll all come back together in the end. And don't worry when you're doing the colouring if you think it looks a bit patchy. It does, and it sort of dries up onto the paper. It works. And if you want a bit more definition, then just go over those lines again just to darken them up a bit. It just gives a bit more definition. You can go over and over if you like, and also if you wanted to, you could do a bit of, you know, shading and stuff. But as I say, not doing that tonight. Just simple. Don't want to have to be thinking which direction the sun is, blah blah blah. We're just going for colouring in. Like those days when life was simple. Oh, I think, yeah, it is quite soft, this one, isn't it? I looked at it and I thought, when I first, and then I tried doing a different card, and then I thought, oh no, this is better. It's funny how, isn't it? You know, you try something, you think, oh yeah, that looks really good. Or you're not sure about something, and then when you compare it to something else, that you realise, oh yeah, that's okay. So dark petal pink, and I'm going to use a bit of light Calypso coral to tone that in, and I'm just going to colour the whole flower in on this one. You can go over all the lines, it doesn't matter. And actually that's you can see I'm sort of going in circles. It's quite a good way of getting colour down, especially if you're blending with these. I find that works quite well as well. And whatever colour you're using, if you keep on like this, going on top of it itself, it's going to get darker. This is very, even though this is a dark petal pink, it is quite light. But that's why I've chosen petal pink, because it ties in with that. And like before, if you wanted, you could go over it a little bit more, and then Calypso coral, and just going on all these outline edges, just softens that black line and add that bit of colour in. So super simple for those that, you know, if you think, oh, I don't want to colour, it doesn't have to be hard. I want it to be fun. Fun and pretty. So and then it looks like it's getting some depth anyway when you get in towards the middle, and that's it. So super easy. And then it's just a matter of getting everything down. So I just put a bit of Stampin' Seal, and just anywhere really behind roughly where your flower is going to be, this main piece. And I'm not going to use all that, so we'll just tuck that up about there. It does help when you've already done one, because you've got a guideline. And this one I want to come down about here. It's probably going to poke over the edge, so I'll just rip that off. And this one here, I'm going to have that coming down there. And then I'm going to do my bow, and this is my trick to making a bow if you don't like tying bows. And to get that sort of double loop, you end up using a few glue dots, but that's okay. So I want the centre of it to be about here, and then get this end, and it comes out about here, so pop that on there. So dig it into the glue dot, do a loop like that, and then just do another one down here and just dig it into that glue dot, and then another one up here, dig it into the glue dot again, one more loop. If you're running out of glue, you know, if it's, just pop another one on sort of quite near it and do another loop, and then cut how long you want that to be, and then I usually just feed it under those loops so it comes out. And then if I want it to be in a certain place, get another glue dot and then just tuck it down there so it can't budge. So you sort of force it into submission where you want it to be. Then this is going to go on here with some dimensional, so I'll just pop the dimensional straight onto here and hopefully they'll be in the right place. Oh, you're watching silently again. Oh, that's nice. I hope you had a lovely holiday, Marg, and you're feeling better. And a birthday. You've had a lot going on. So and then just stick that sort of, doesn't, I think that looks quite good. It's slightly different angle to the last one, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. And then the last thing I want to do is these loose gold sequins, which I love, and just a little dot of glue. Yeah, don't want that coming out too fast, and just a couple up here. And there are 3 sizes in these, so that's quite handy. Part of me would like to separate them out, but that would be quite a while. No, just take them down here. And I'm sure there are 3 sizes, so maybe I'm wrong. I thought there were. Yes, I'm sure there are. That one's... Anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. I don't think the recipient is going to say, oh my gosh, what size are your sequins? And that, I'll just get rid of these before they end up on the floor. That's my card made. So super quick and easy. I've got another one that I've started to prepare, so I might just finish it off while we're here, so that you get a bit of an idea of a different look. So I've got another white card base, and I'm just going to quickly run it through the embossing folder, because I don't know about you, if you do you have half-made cards sitting around? I try not to, but this next card would probably sit on my desk for a while. Then I'd end up throwing it in my unfinished projects box, and then it'd just get too hard, so might as well do it now. So pretty much using the similar idea, but this is if you don't like colouring, which I know some people don't, which is you, Maria, I know. Pop that on there. Same thing, because I've got a whole lot of these cut as well, and that's another thing, it is quite handy, isn't it, to get a few made of the same design. And the thing is too, I haven't used a sentiment, but you could pop any sort of sentiment on this. Happy birthday, with sympathy, thank you, thinking of you. That's okay. I'm just going to have a wee drink of my lemon drink before it goes cold. And I want some more of those die cuts, and I haven't done extra of those, so I'll bring just some of my scraps out of my scrap pile. Who else has it's a box of white scraps that sits on my desk. Don't know if this is going to fit. Oh, I don't need the whole thing actually, so I can get most of it in. That will work. It's never the right size though when you need it, is there? Does that fit on? It's going to fit on. Oops. Oh, and actually I've got something I wasn't sure if I'd show tonight, but I will. So if you wait to the end, I've got something to show you. Don't let me forget. Right, so I need one more of these. This is probably a better way of doing cards on my Facebook Live, actually, because I can't lose things I've already prepared because I haven't prepared anything. Right, and then just get a bit more of that. That one. Big enough. That should do if I do that. Yes, I'm not sure if I should stay up till the online order. I can order online or just do it in the morning. It's tempting to stay up. I know people do. For a late night. Right, so bring that back in, and got my layering pieces. Rubbish. And then put this one out as well. So I've got my 3 bits. And same scenario. Oopsie. So that one from about here, pop that up there. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, but might as well go with not reinventing the wheel. One down, that's about like that. Right, so and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the ribbon, with the, well, it's not really ribbon, is it? It's gold thread. Down there and do the double bow. So if you don't like tying double bows, this is just a perfect way to get your bow, create a bow without anyone knowing what's really behind there. Let's see. It's got a mind of its own, this ribbon. Let's put another glue dot down. Another loop there, a loop here, and that last bit over here, and tuck that again through the loops. Stays down, and then I have already done this. This was a bit, I've done this, I just gold embossed it. So I'm going to put some more dimensionals down. Don't know Need one more. And I think that's about right. So I wasn't, this was one I did this one first, and then I thought, oh, I'm not sure about that. Then I did this and I thought, oh, I'm not sure about that, and it made that one look more dramatic, so I stuck with that one. But I thought, well, seeing I've got that stuff already made, I may as well make it up. And what am I, oh, I need to add some more of these. And then I'll just pop a little insert. And with my inserts, I just pop it in a plain white insert with a little bit of coordinating DSP along the bottom. And that's about the extent. I don't really go to too much trouble with the inside. So this time I'll put a big one up here. Small one. Yeah. And I was trying to see if there was maybe there are only 2 sizes, and that one there, and that's the card made. So I mean, yeah, obviously if I'd done the embossing, it does take a little bit longer, but I still think that it's kind of easy, especially if you don't like colouring in. That solves your problems. So, oh yes, I was going to show you. So the tutorial will come with the newsletter about that, and it probably won't be tomorrow or until I've put the links in. Right, so this is what I've got that I'm doing a class for. Now hopefully it will, I'll just wait till I can see it on the computer so it can see. No, it's not showing up. So it's using the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper, the one with the sticker sheet, because these numbers are all on it. And then it's got the coordinating red ribbon. And then at the top, I've used a sticker out of the sticker sheet. So, yes, that's an upcoming class that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to do an online version in metric and imperial, so that if you don't live in New Zealand, you can do it wherever you live. So, and I know, you know, a lot of people use imperial rather than metric, so I'm going to do that. So that is coming up. I just need to order the papers tomorrow and then prep a video. So, and I've got a retreat in a couple of weeks, well, a week and a half, so I will get on to it as soon as I can, but I just thought I'd give you a bit of a little tempting taste of what's to come. So that's me for tonight. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. It's nice to have you here, and I will be back next week with a new project. So take care and have a great week, and see you then. Bye.